Go, let's work. There you go. Let's work. Ah. There you go. Regular.
Again, if you touch here, you hit the... There you go. Come on. There you go. Okay. There we go. Ready.
Damn, Jello, why they had to do you like that, fool? The whole game, man. I sat here and watched the whole game, and my man did not touch the floor not one time. Bro.
Go.
Hey, what's good, 10K gang? Now, today's video, I'm going to be talking about LiAngelo Ball. So you guys, first thing first, I want to say congratulations to LiAngelo Ball. Now, when I first heard the news yesterday that he signed a one-year deal with the Detroit Pistons, I was really excited just because, man, throughout these past 3 years, I've been making so many videos on LiAngelo Ball, just updating you guys on his basketball career. And the fact that he finally made it to the league is unreal, because he really has gone through a lot of obstacles throughout his journey to make it to this point. And if you guys do not know, LiAngelo Ball, he really has been working extremely hard. And on top of that, social media wasn't really rocking with him. And that's why I always decided to support LiAngelo ever since the UCLA situation, because I realized how many people turned on him just because he made one mistake. And I always knew LiAngelo was a dog. If he stayed at UCLA, he most likely probably would have went one and done, because I tell people all the time, his first exhibition game when he went against Cal State at UCLA, he had like 12 points. He came off the bench. He was playing extremely good. Like, LiAngelo was already giving us NBA talent. It just, he had to stay in college a little bit more. You know, he was dealing with his ankle on top of that as well. So he was dealing with a few things that a lot of people didn't really know about, but he was still dominating. And he only played one game, so just imagine if he would have stayed in college, he really would have progressed his game a lot. But once he made that one mistake, a lot of people just turned to him saying, oh, LiAngelo, he was never good anyways, he's not an NBA talent. And that's why I always kept making videos on him. And I want you guys to really just go watch my previous videos, because I really was supporting LiAngelo. I don't think nobody has ever really supported him how I was supporting him on the YouTube platform. But before I start this video, make sure you guys go follow me on Instagram at _theonlywallace, and also go subscribe to my second channel called TK Wallace Vlogs. And also make sure you guys go copy your merch. Now let's get to the video. So first, I know some of you guys were sending me messages on Instagram asking me when am I dropping my LiAngelo Ball video and stuff like that. And honestly, I purposely decided to drop it today just because when the news came out that he's signing a one-year deal with the Detroit Pistons, I just wanted to sit back and see what everybody had to say. You know, I wanted to see what LeVar had to say, Melo, Lonzo, and I also just wanted to read more articles to just figure out the entire situation with his one-year contract. Now, here's the thing. I know a lot of people is excited that all three of the Ball brothers is in the NBA. Of course, I'm excited as well. LeVar Ball is the GOAT. He told all of us that this was going to happen, and look, it happened. And on top of that, LiAngelo made the NBA right after LaMelo got drafted. Honestly, since he didn't get drafted in 2018, this was probably the second best way he could have made it to the NBA. You know, making it right after his brother LaMelo made it, because it's just so crazy. I'm still shocked that LaMelo is in the NBA. We all watched him growing up, so the fact that Melo made it to the NBA now, and then Jello made it right after him, all three of the brothers is in there. That is crazy. It is unreal. Congratulations to the Ball family. Congratulations to LeVar Ball, Tina, all of them, man. Y'all are all GOATs, the entire family, for real. But here's the thing, let's talk about his 1 year non-guaranteed contract. So I think a lot of people is forgetting that this contract is non-guaranteed, because when I tell you guys, his contract can get terminated at any time, literally. That's why LiAngelo Ball has to be on top of his game, because training camp did start this week for some of the teams. I believe Detroit Pistons, their training camp started already due to the coronavirus and stuff like that, but I think by Friday and Saturday, that's when every single NBA team training camp will be starting. So basically, LiAngelo Ball, he has to ball out at the training camp. He has to do the whole thing all over again with the OKC Blue. But this time it's going to be on the actual NBA level, because if you guys do not remember, when LiAngelo Ball was with the OKC Blue, at first he was a practice player before he made the actual team. So when he was a practice player, he basically just showed everybody that, look, I belong here. I belong to be on the team. So he was just putting in extra work. He was going to the gym more earlier than everybody, leaving the gym later, you know, talking around to different coaches, just building connections with everybody, because he really was trying to make it to the team. So LiAngelo Ball, he already know what he had to do to just get that spotlight. And on top of that, he's LiAngelo, so people already know who he is. So now that he's on the NBA level doing it at a training camp, it's kind of going to be a little more challenging, just because it's an actual training camp with NBA players. But he has to ball out, because I believe the entire real roster for the Detroit Pistons, they have a full roster. So LiAngelo, he's kind of fighting for a two-way contract with the Detroit Pistons to play with a G League team as well. Or they can just convert his entire contract to the G League, and he just can become a straight up 100% G League player and just still make it to the league, if that makes sense. But he's already signed a 1 year non-guaranteed contract with the Detroit Pistons, which means most likely LiAngelo, he's trying to get that two-way contract, because he's trying to stay in the league. He's not really trying to be in the G League. But the route he's taking, he might have to play in the G League for a little bit. You know what I mean? His best option might have to be that two-way contract. But he has to work for that two-way contract, you guys. It's not like they're just going to give it to him, because there's a reason why he signed a non-guaranteed contract with the Detroit Pistons. They want to see how he's going to do at training camp. They want to see how good he is in person. So it's just like they're actually testing him. They're actually seeing if he's about what everybody is saying he's about. So LiAngelo, he really have to be locked in. I know everybody is happy that he signed a 1 year non-guaranteed contract with the Detroit Pistons, but if he don't ball out, it can get terminated, and he can be right back in the same position he was in. So LiAngelo really has to be on top of his game, you guys. Like, he has to ball out. I understand social media is just making everything big because of LeVar Ball and, you know, him speaking everything into existence. Yeah, I'm really happy, but I'm just want to make sure LiAngelo has a guaranteed spot in the NBA, because y'all have to understand he still has a lot of work he has to do. He is still fighting for a NBA spot. Their entire team roster is actually full, so it's just like he's fighting for a two-way contract, and if you do not play good at all, it is gone, you guys. But one thing I can say that's good about him signing this 1 year non-guaranteed contract with the Detroit Pistons, his name is in the system with the NBA, so other teams wouldn't be scared to contact him if he don't make it to the Detroit Pistons, if that makes sense. So basically, if his contract gets terminated, he's already going to be in the NBA, as in he's going to be a free agent, so he can still sign with a different team and still do what he got to do. So LiAngelo really is good. He's actually in the league now. Before, he was not in the league at all, and that's what I was trying to explain to you guys about his G League situation. Before he even made it to the G League, a lot of teams were scared to even contact him, because They wanted to see if he could actually get his name into the league, you know what I mean? So once he became a practice player with the OKC Blue, then he actually made it on their roster. LiAngelo actually became a G League player, and he's actually in the league. So even though he's not playing with the OKC Blue, he's basically a free agent in the G League. And that's why the Detroit Pistons hit him up, because now he's in the league as a G League player, such as a free agent. So now he got the opportunity to compete at the training camp and compete for a two-way contract, or possibly just get his contract converted to a different G League team, and he can become a G League player with a different G League team, if that makes sense. I know I'm all over the place, but basically all LiAngelo had to do was just get his name into the pro system. Now that he's in the pro system, he can just do all types of things. He will have a lot of opportunities to get on a NBA roster. So right now, his first opportunity is competing with the Detroit Pistons and possibly getting on their NBA team. If LiAngelo don't make it to the Detroit Pistons, then he will be a free agent to try out for different teams, and most likely he's eventually going to make it to a team where they're going to accept it, and he's going to be a 100% full NBA player. But right now, he's eyeing for that two-way contract, you guys. So we just gotta see. A lot of people is not really explaining this entire contract about LiAngelo Ball's situation, because I guess everybody's just happy that he's in the NBA. Y'all know me, I'm very, very happy he's in the NBA, but I just want to make sure he's locked in so he can stay in the NBA. I don't want him to not do what he's supposed to do and they end up terminating his contract. The next thing you know, everybody making videos about LiAngelo Ball got kicked out of the NBA and all types of stuff. You know how social media basically is, man. Like, they hype up everything. If LiAngelo do something bad, they just gonna make him look bad. So it's just like, I'm just letting all y'all know right now, LiAngelo has to be on top of his game. Training camp has already started. So right now, as I'm speaking, I don't know where LiAngelo is at, but I really hope he's at the Detroit Pistons training facility and he's getting in that work. He's talking to coaches and he's just building connection, because he has to make sure he's on top of his game, and he just got to make sure he's at a good position with the Detroit Pistons entire organization, because if they really like him, they already in rebuilding mode. They was 20-46 last year. Like, they finished off their season with a bad record, so they in real rebuilding mode. And we all know LiAngelo, he's an outstanding shooter. He can shoot off the dribble, he can shoot off the pick and rolls. Like, LiAngelo, he know exactly what he's doing when he's on the court. He's an outstanding spot-up shooter, so you know he can help the Detroit Pistons easily. But he has to show them that he's actually an NBA player. He got to make sure he have confidence. He has to make sure that he knows that he's supposed to be here. He can't be nervous or nothing, because he has waited way too long. And at this point, LiAngelo cannot really make no mistakes. He has to go all in, just because he was supposed to be in the league since 2018. So he's been waiting quite a while. So LiAngelo, you know what you had to do. You know exactly what you have to do. I want you guys to leave your comments and opinions below on how y'all feel about this. How do y'all feel about LiAngelo Ball's non-guaranteed contract? And also, what team would y'all like to see him play for if the Detroit Pistons decide to not accept him on their team? I thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you press the notification button, and also cop your merch. TK Gang, we out.